Question
Word
of
too,
the
though.
week. We here. Yes. Y'all ready for question of the week? All right. You ready, baby?
Yes, let's do it.
I am an educated, attractive, single black woman in my late 30s, and I make my own money, and I own two homes. I date a variety of men, and a few of them I am intimate with. I am honest with all of them, and I do not get involved with a man who is searching for a girlfriend or a wife. Right now, I am not into none of that. I want to continue building my empire and date whoever I want, whenever I want. I am sort of tired of men labeling women like myself as hoes, though. I am not a hoe. I am a professional single boss lady who chooses to remain single, and I enjoy different things from different men. How slash why does that make me a hoe in the minds of some men? So, how does that make me a hoe in the minds of some men? I use condoms, and I am not lying to anyone. So, how does it make me a hoe?
So you want to? Okay, so I can't say
You want to
that.
go first?
Well,
I'll go first.
hey Elliot, how did it make her a hoe, Elliot? So
You go.
at
You
the end of
go.
the okay, so
Cause I got something to
what kind
say.
of thought question is this, Elliot?
I got something. I got
What kind
something
of
to
thought
say.
is this? So okay, so
Listen, I got something to say.
I will say this. I respect the fact, ma'am, that you admit to your men, if you are admitting to them, that you see other men, right? So that gives them the option, right? So right away, you doing you, and so the whole part, the whole part. I wouldn't say you a hoe. I wouldn't say that.
What would
I
you
would say
say?
you're doing some slight thought, and it's gonna make you a hoe. It's just the morals of the whole situation. See, because you have to guard your box and your rest of your body too. So that's your box, and it should be sacred. So if you're just floating around, then it's kind of hoish to do that. But because you are decided to tell the men, then I think that it's your choice. It's a choice. So at the end of the day, morally, yeah, it's a little rough, but that's your choice, and it doesn't make you a hoe technically because you are telling them. Now, when you're not telling these men and you playing them like this my man and we exclusive, but then you hitting his brother and his cousin and then going down the street, that's a hoe. But you telling them and you being honest and upfront. So I can't really say that's hoeing. What you say?
Okay. So I have a two-part answer here. I have a before Stan Long's wife.
Them the type of women I used to look for when
Eh,
when I was single too. By the way, though, I wanted you to be strong,
So
have your own money, and be thotting with me. That's what
okay.
I wanted. I wanted you to be a whole freak.
Because you was
Yeah.
a whole thought too.
Yeah.
You was a male
Yes.
thought. I read the
Thought.
damn book. I read
I wasn't. I was a
my
hoe.
husband has a book, y'all,
I was
and
a
I
hoe.
read
I wasn't a
it.
thought. And
And yes, you was a thought.
but I was telling women, look, I'm single. I don't want to be with you exclusively, but we can rock today.
Okay, so
Like,
here's
right
what
now.
I said.
We
I
can go to
have
Houston's.
my answer is two parts. So the first part of my answer is keeping it real. When I was this young woman's age, I can relate. She's relatable to me because at that time in my life, I was kind of sort of on that same wavelength,
Thotting.
right?
You was thotting.
I don't call it thought, and I say what she says. It wasn't like several men because I'm always trying to be in love, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once I realized after 2 to 3 weeks that I wasn't gonna be in love with him or vice versa, then I would be on to the next one too.
Right.
So
That's not really thotting.
so what I want to say though is I don't think that she should be labeled as a hoe or a thought. She is a single boss chick. She's saying to men, if you want a girlfriend, I'm not her. I don't want to be tied down. I'm still building my empire, and I have
I
sex.
respect the honesty.
I have sex with other men. They ain't your brother or your daddy or nothing. You don't even know these guys, but I'm telling you the truth. And that's what I do sometimes. And if you cool with that, then I want to have sex with you sometimes
Respect
too.
the honesty. I respect the honesty.
I ain't
and
looking for
openness.
no money. I ain't looking for nobody to buy me nothing. But I'm single and I want to mingle.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's not hoish.
Let's get some
in
answers
my
from the
opinion.
audience. Let's get some feedback from the audience. Dante, what you say? Is she a thought or a hoe, or she just she just loose?
I mean,
What the-
anytime a female try to carry it like a dude, you gonna get a label.
So then that's a double standard. It's
I'm not
carrying
saying
it
it's
like a
double
dude. What's
standard.
like a dude?
All that stuff you was talking about in terms of
that's
sexual
like a
Well,
dude.
explain this thing, Dante.
So that's like a dude.
Don't let her put you in those.
Hold on. It's like carrying it like Nick Cannon.
Okay.
So
If
I don't
everybody-
think. right.
That's
if a
exactly
bunch of
right.
ladies carried it like Nick Cannon, how you gonna label them?
What's wrong with that? Right.
That's right.
I'm
So
just saying.
that's
Right.
a good point. That's a good
Societally,
point.
that's how you gonna get labeled.
That's a good point. So what Dante is saying is that's just the female side of Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon is doing that on the male side, right? And he's letting them know I got other women. They might be pregnant today. And so if I get you pregnant, just know 2 of them might be already holding. So I'm just letting you know that I got a little entourage. I'm be okay with that or not. And so that's
I
what
don't
she's
even
saying.
like how it sound coming from you though.
You
It
don't like
don't
that?
make it make me feel away. Like I
Why?
know that ain't you, but when you say it with such affirmation, like I don't like it.
I have to say I admire what Nick Cannon is doing because he's taking the traditional thing that men have put or America have put men in a box. And so men wasn't meant to be in that box because the Bible will show you that clearly. They had wives. Remember that? And
That's
so,
because back then,
okay, we don't get into it, but
let's not
I'm
get
just
in.
letting
Okay, yeah,
I'm,
let's not.
I'm
Let's
just letting you
not.
know.
Just know that I ain't with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it to Elliot.
Okay. One quick thing though before you speak, Elliot, is now though I think differently. I wanted to tell y'all that I don't judge women like that because I was once her. But now that I am more God based and I understand what God wants for us, it's not the right path for women. And it is a double standard that I finally accept now as a grown 51-year-old married woman. I accept that it's more common for men to do that and share their penis with other people. But women, our box is sacred, and you really should be more mindful of how many people are going in it.
Yeah, keep your
So
body count
now
low, right? Keep your
I
body
think
count
that
low, right?
I would advise a woman to really keep your box to yourself
Can I say
for
this?
the most part, because that's really not how God wants us to use our bodies.
Okay, and that could be very well. I get
I
that.
just
From
didn't
a
used to
moral
think that.
standpoint,
In
I
my
get.
30s, I didn't have that
But
answer for you,
because you
though.
was starting, you was start. So
Hey,
wait. Let's double back, cause now that's a great point. But you have to take into account the age as well. If this is a really young sister,
She said late 30s.
yeah, she's not that young. But I'm just saying, she's still really trying to figure her moves out. So if one of these men become worthy, then she might take them
Maybe. But she already know that she don't want that. She said, I'm trying to build my empire. I just want to be mingling.
Get
And
your mingle on. Hey,
get
do
your
what you
mingle
do,
on,
man.
yeah. So
And take your time when you do that, because then when you commit, you be committed.
you be ready.
So you
Because
be ready.
like you could, that's how I was. When I married my husband, who is the most amazing man in the world,
What you do?
I knew that it was nothing else for me. So I think that everybody should make
Aw.
sure you get to the point where you feel like I've had enough penises. I've had enough all of that
Well, that's
stuff.
what I did. I said I had enough coochie. I've been running around. I've been banging. I've been going hard. I've been in and out of town. I've been flying them around. And then I met you. And I was like, I'm cool on that. Keep going. What's the next one? Go, babe.
So
Don't talk
yes,
about this no more. Keep
okay.
going. Yeah,
But
we done.
anyway, yes, I knew that it was it for me. I don't have the desire for any of that. I've done all of that. And I have the man that is for me. And so I'm
We
good.
got rap, babe.
Okay, we can rap.
Good,
Okay,
yeah.
we got
You
got
done got
guests.
your feelings. You
We
got
I
emotional.
know we got a packed house. Y'all know when these questions of the week. Sometimes y'all know I've been up here in tears.
She got emotional about it, right? No,
Listen.
it's just the question of the week, baby. So at
Okay.
the end of the day, young lady, I don't think you're a hoe. I think that you're making choices that you decide is best for your life, and so I don't think you should be labeled a hoe. I think you should also, though, kind of guard your box a little bit because it's a little wild out here. So just make sure who you land with. But if you responsible and they responsible,
said
and
she
y'all
use
know, then it
condoms.
is
That's
what
right.
it is, man. So I can't.